Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie, and if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button down below and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Also, please don't forget to click that bell and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified of any future videos. Alright you guys, so as you can see, I have my brows already filled in, my eyes are prepped and ready, and we're gonna just jump right in to today's look. So I'm kind of been really feeling lately a nice bold red lip and a very simple eye look. So let me show you what I'm going to be using for my eyeshadow palette today. I feel like this one is the best one for me right now. I really like it, so I'm going to be going in with this palette here. Very beautiful, very matte, very simple, straight to the point. So I'm going to be grabbing a Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the double-sided brush that comes with the palettes, and starting off with this shade here, I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm just going to be applying it right here in the crease, and I'm not creating anything super bold or anything on the eyes. I'm actually trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to keep the eyes really simple and have the lips be the center of attention on my face. So let's continue on applying this shade and get some color in there, but not too much, just a little wash of color, you know. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this shade right underneath the first shade, and I'm going to apply that right on top just to build it up. I'm actually going to grab a little bit of this shade right here with the same brush. I haven't switched my brush, you guys. So with that shade, I'm going to go right on top of that, just like that. I'm not adding too much. Now I'm going to go in with a clean brush, and this is the, what is this? This is the Morphe M573. And I'm just going to soften and blend everything out so it doesn't look super dark and intense. Alright, so as you can see, this is exactly what I meant by keeping the eyes very simple and wanting the attention on the lips. So there you have it. Now I'm going to go in with the Ardell Wispy Lashes, very simple lashes, and that is that. So I'm going to do this off camera, and then I'll be back to continue on with the rest of the makeup. Alright guys, so I finished applying my lashes. Now we're going to move on to face primer. So this one right here is the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I really love this because it's just really creamy and hydrating to the skin. I'm just going to apply this all over before going in with foundation. And I'm also trying to keep the skin very light as well, not so heavy. Just like an everyday simple look, you know. So for foundation, I'm going to be going in with this one. This one is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, and this one I have in the shade 220 Natural Beige. So I'm going to shake it up because I haven't used this in a little bit, and I'm going to just apply a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit on the forehead, and some here, and a little on the nose. And I washed all of my sponges, so I have them all here, but I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. one. It's damp, and I'm just going to blend out the foundation, just like so. And I really love this one because it's not heavy. It gives me the coverage that I need without feeling heavy or super duper cakey, you know. So as you can see, I went in super duper lightly, but I mean, I know I say light on the foundation, but I do like going in with a little bit more coverage to my skin, so I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to go in with some concealer. This one is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and this one is really good. It's M900 Perfect Beige, And this is going to give me a little bit of more coverage. So we're going to go underneath the eye. I'm going to go a little bit on the bridge of my nose here and just a little bit on the forehead. And same thing, I'm going to go in with my damp e.l.f. sponge and blend it out. Alright, so now to bronze up my face, I'm going to go in with this foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in the shade Almond. I really like this one because it's really nice and creamy. The shade is really nice. And it's a stick form. So it's really easy to work with. I'm also going to go on the nose to contour up a little bit. And my lips, just to plump them up just a tad bit. And I am going to be going in with a brush that I forgot to get. So I'm going to go in with this, I guess. I'll go in with this foundation brush. This is a Real Techniques buffing brush. So I'm just going to go and blend this out towards the forehead, like that, towards the hairline. And if I need to go in with a little bit more, I'll go in with more, because I feel like this brush is actually going to rub it off, but let's just see. I'm going to pinch this side. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go right back in with my sponge, and I'm just going to go over those areas. Alright, so now to set the under eye, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. And I'm just going to grab whatever's on the cap, so whatever's stuck on there, with my, what is this, my Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm just going to lightly go underneath and set my under eye. I'm definitely going to be applying a little bit right here between the brows, because right here, you guys, I get super duper oily. It's crazy. I'm also going to go around the nose, tip of the nose, and go right back in, maybe apply a little bit on the brows over here, because over here I always get really oily, like I said. Just a tad bit on the chin. It doesn't seem to be, you know, getting really oily lately, just in this little area here, so that is good. Now I'm going to go in and set the cream bronzer. So grabbing my BH Cosmetics brush and a Hoola Benefit bronzer. I love this bronzer, and I've had it for so long. Look at that. It's crazy. So grabbing that and just setting really lightly on top of the cream bronzer. So basically the whole outer perimeter of the face. Jumping right back into the eyes, you guys, I'm going to be grabbing the eyeshadow palette and the same Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, but grabbing the other side of the brush. I'm going to be grabbing this shade here and this shade here. So the two shades right there, and applying that on the lower lash line. I know we're keeping the eyes very simple and the skin very minimal, but I am going to go in with a highlighter because I just love highlighter, and I'm going to go in with my favorite. This is the e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam palette. Alright, and I'm going to be mixing with my Nazani Kavari brush, and I'm going to be grabbing this shade here and this shade here, which I love to mix. Those two are like my favorite of all, the whole palette. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit here, a little bit here, and on the tip of the nose we gotta apply some, just like that. I don't think I'm gonna go in with any on the lip. I just want to keep it like that, and then just a tad bit on the inner corner of the eye. So grabbing this brush. This is the actually no. I'm going to be grabbing this brush here. This is the Sigma Shader Inner Corner E46 brush. And grabbing a little bit of this shade, this highlighter and this highlighter. Applying that right on the inner corner just like that. Very, very lightly, not super intense. You see that? Just a little bit like that. I'm also going to apply a little bit more on the tip of the nose. There you go. Oh yeah. So I'm loving everything so far. Now I'm going to apply some mascara, and I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess. It's the one I always go in with. Alright, so moving on to lips, I just picked this up and it's just such a pretty red. This one is the Superstay Ink Crayon, and this one is in the shade Own Your Empire, number 50. So it's really pretty. I love these here. I have two of these in a different color. Really, really nice. I love the fact that it's like a lip liner. It comes and you can sharpen it. So it comes with a sharpener at the bottom. You can just, you know, get it pointy again, but it's so pretty, and I love the finish and just the way it applies. It's really creamy and really nice. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips with it and then filling it in. Do you see how beautiful this red is? It's really, really nice, but I am going to go in and clean it up a little bit because it is bleeding a little bit. So grabbing a clean brush, this is the Nazani Kavari brush. I'm just going to grab it clean and just go around the edges. You can also go in with maybe some foundation. I would recommend foundation. It's a lot easier. It's not going to look like you have, you know, because if you go in with a concealer, that's light like you would underneath your eye, you're just gonna highlight that lip and you don't want that. So I would go in with like a clean brush or like some foundation, like I said, like right now, and just wipe it and even it out just like that. But for me right now, it looks very good. So yeah, that is that, you guys. I think it looks really pretty. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face. I'm going to go in with this. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Prime, Set, and Refresh. And I'm going to set my face. Alright, you guys. So this is the final look right here. What do you think? I love this, you guys. You guys definitely need to go get your hands on this. It's such a good lippy, you guys. Like, look how bold this is. It's so beautiful, and it's Maybelline. Like, Maybelline did an amazing job with these. I have like two other ones that I'm totally obsessed with, but this one right now, I don't know what it is. I've just really wanted a nice bold red lip for like every day, and this is super comfortable, and as you can see, it's something that you can wear every day because look, the eyes are very simple. My base is very light and simple. Like, I didn't go actually like hard with it. It looks like I put on a lot of work for this look, I feel like, but honestly, it's really not that hard, as you saw. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and also please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.